Wizkid has become a household name, synonymous with Afrobeats, success, and global influence.
I make all types of music. There's nothing I can't make. I don't put myself in a box.
But it wasn't always like this. Long before the private jets and sold-out arenas, there was a young boy from Surulere chasing a dream that felt impossible. He wasn't the loudest, he wasn't the flashiest, but somehow, Wizkid found a way to make the world listen. Today, his sound is heard through the airwaves across the world, from Lagos to London, from Ojuelegba to Madison Square Garden. Wizkid isn't just making music, he's shaping culture. Yet, behind all the hits, the silence between his words reveals something even deeper. A story of resilience, vision, and quiet dominance that turned one Nigerian boy into a global legend. It became a movement.
We're live in Tottenham. You just touched down today. First of all, how you feeling, my brother?
Feel blessed. Adrenaline in me, a whole lot. I haven't slept in like 3 days. Yeah, about to drop music, about to go on tour. I feel blessed.
While others show their wealth, Wizkid simply lives it. He is one of Africa's most successful musicians, with an estimated net worth surpassing $100 million. Yet you will never see him boast about it. Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun, better known as Wizkid, has become the face of Afrobeats, a genre that redefined Africa's global sound. But behind the fame and flashing lights lies a deeper story, the story of how a soft-spoken kid built a billion-naira empire without ever needing to shout. This is the rise of Wizkid, the quiet billionaire of Afrobeats. Born in 1990 in Surulere, Lagos, Wizkid's journey began in a modest home filled with music and dreams. At just 11 years old, he recorded his first songs as part of a small group called Glorious Five. No one could have predicted that this young boy would one day become a global superstar. In 2010, everything changed. Wizkid released Holla at Your Boy, a smooth, youthful anthem that transformed him overnight from a local singer to Nigeria's golden boy. Signed under Banky W's EME Records, his charisma and effortless vocals introduced a fresh, global-ready Afrobeat sound. He wasn't loud or flashy, he simply let the music speak. Hit after hit, Tease Me, Don't Dull, Love My Baby, each track carried the confidence of someone who knew his destiny. By his early 20s, Wizkid wasn't just a star, he was a symbol of a new Nigerian dream. Proof that global success could start right from the streets of Lagos. Ojuelegba told the story of a boy who came from the streets, who faced rejection but never gave up. It wasn't polished for the Western audience, it wasn't written for radio, yet it broke global boundaries. The turning point came when Drake and Skepta jumped on the remix. Suddenly, the world was paying attention. Wizkid was no longer just a Nigerian star, he became a global phenomenon. His collaboration with Drake on One Dance changed everything. The song topped charts in over 15 countries, including the US, the UK, and Canada, and became one of Spotify's most viewed songs ever. Wizkid had done what few African artists had achieved. He had gone mainstream without diluting his sound. From there, the doors to the global stage swung wide open. Wizkid began working with artists like Beyonce and Justin Bieber, blending Afrobeat with R&B, pop, and reggae. He wasn't just representing Nigeria anymore, he was redefining African music for the world. But what most people didn't see was the strategy behind it. Wizkid wasn't just making songs, he was curating a sound, a brand, and a legacy. Every collaboration, every silence between releases, every subtle shift in style, it was all calculated. While others flooded the market, Wizkid mastered the art of scarcity. By the time Made in Lagos dropped in 2020, he wasn't chasing trends anymore, the world was chasing him. And with that album, he achieved what many thought was impossible, turning Afrobeat into a global luxury sound. Wizkid didn't just break into the global scene, he built an empire within it. His success wasn't accidental, it was a blueprint for how African artists could claim their place in the world without losing their roots. After Made in Lagos dropped, something remarkable happened. The album wasn't pushed with aggressive marketing or gimmicks, it grew organically. Tracks like Essence featuring Thames became global anthems, playing in New York clubs, London lounges, and beach parties in Ibiza. Justin Bieber's remix pushed it even further, earning Wizkid a Grammy nomination and solidifying Essence as a song of the summer. But behind the global success was a deeper revolution. Wizkid changed how the world viewed Afrobeat. It wasn't just a genre anymore, it was a movement. He proved that African excellence didn't need translation, it needed recognition. Financially, Wizkid built his empire strategically. Through Starboy Entertainment, he created a platform for emerging Nigerian artists, mentoring the next generation while maintaining full creative control of his music. His brand partnerships with companies like Puma, Pepsi, and UBA showed a new kind of African star, one who blended street credibility with boardroom influence. And while others chased virality, Wizkid focused on legacy. He became a symbol, a quiet force showing that African artists don't need to shout to be heard globally. Every sold-out arena, from London's O2 to Paris to Toronto, became proof of a changing industry. Today, Wizkid stands as more than an artist. He's a bridge connecting Africa to the global stage, Lagos to Los Angeles, Ojuleba to the world. And yet, through it all, he remains true to his essence, calm, intentional, and timeless. Because for Wizkid, the journey was never about fame, it was about proving that greatness can come from anywhere, even from a small boy in Surulere with a big dream and a bigger sound.